Oh, hey. Jesus. I feel, I feel, I feel betrayed and ashamed. I did for the last, I don't know, 10 days or so a job I actually didn't want to do. I, I cleaned for someone a house that was not cleaned for 13 years. Then it was really a heavy work, I want to say, even for me. And I'm cleaning good, you know. And there was promised money, and no. Yesterday I went there for the last time, and he begged me in the beginning that I make this job, and no one wants to make that job, and then he became more and more not okay with that. He felt not good that there was cleaning happening, and I also said I can go, you know, that is not a nice job here to do. But then he said, no, stay. And yesterday he said, I don't feel so good because that you're cleaning for no money here for me. And I said, what? There was a promise that I get 500 euro for that job, you know. And he said, no, this is not so, you know. And I was very angry and left. And I was going yesterday there and said to myself, wow, that might be a part for the retreat, you know. I was already so full of joy that I could do it, and then and now I think I was so stupid that I did it. So there's a touch. Huh?
There's a touch.
There's a touch, yeah. The
Yeah.
money's gone. The money's gone. Now, you want happiness also to be gone, or you, at least you stay with the happiness. Okay. So,
You know, that happened to me in the last. Frankie said, don't you see there's a pattern? You did that with a garden. The garden was gone. They shit on me, you know. It happens. It looks like it happens to me.
So 1 second. The money is gone.
what's important now. Doesn't mean we can't look at the pattern, but just what's important now. Because where do we look at the pattern from? Do we look at the pattern as peace and then explore what's going on? Or do we lose happiness and then from the loss of happiness we look to see what's happening?
Yes, I want to be happy again. Yes.
Okay, so then what does that take? How long does that take? And what does that take?
No, to say again.
Good. Okay. So the idea of getting the money was a temptation for you. It was, like it felt like you had a reason to do it, to get money for the retreat, but somewhere you didn't see that this person was not in integrity, that you could not trust that person. Yeah. So just slow down a little bit and just see, was there anything in you that knew that that person was not someone you could trust?
Yes. And
Okay,
this is a
cool.
part of
Okay.
the shame.
Okay, cool. So
I was like, wow, why I didn't see before? I wasn't knowing he is not integer.
Okay. No, beautiful. So you saw it, but then you had a reason to jump over. Yeah, that's all. Has that happened to me? Many times. Has it happened to everybody else? Many times. Does beating yourself up now help in any way? No. Yeah. So just acknowledge you saw and something didn't listen. For whatever reason, something didn't listen.
It was the money. It was surely the money that I think, wow, yeah. $500, that's a lot. I can't do it.
Yes. So then what can you learn from this? If this situation comes, you can ask for the money in front.
Yes.
If you feel this, then one way to not come in the circumstance again is to see, okay, if this person has a chance, they will cheat me. And you say, look, I need the money in front, otherwise I don't do anything. So maybe if you learned that from this, that's a valuable lesson. Because you did see, you could see this person didn't have integrity.
Yes.
So then that's a €500 lesson. It's a valuable lesson.
But the work you cannot imagine.
Well, depending on your sense of humor, if you like, you can start taking a lot of garbage over there and start putting the garbage in the house and say, look, every day I'm going to come with more garbage until you pay me. But that
Actually,
might not be your sense of humor. Huh?
Old fat. It was old fat from frying, And I had this picture just throwing the oil again back.
And the only way, so the only reason to do that would be if it's funny to you, not, just look, okay, this was your fun, was to not pay me, and here's my fun. Now I'll leave it, I get it back like it was.
All my nice work.
Yes, all that nice work. Or you take it to the lesson and you enjoy the laugh now. That's it.
Yeah. it's enough to enjoy the. Ah. I was actually also kind of thinking that you say something like this, that it has to do with integrity and feeling.
And trusting your unknowing, yeah. Another thing, you know, it's in some ways, you're a very generous person. You do all this work for nothing.
It's the same in the house I'm living here, you know, with people. It's the same there. I don't also do it with no money. Because I love it to have it nice, and that's a pattern also from my family, very clean, you know. And I can't stand a dirty kitchen or bathroom. It's like
You need to go learn and live in Holland for a while to learn how. I'm joking, I'm being bad.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you. And just watch, you know, if the mind wants to go back and chew on it, you don't have to go there.
Yeah.
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 Judith. Hi, Judith.
No.
every wrist, yeah. What do you notice, if anything?
Yeah, I noticed that I am searching for. That's not. Oh, you hear me?
That's okay. I can turn up my volume, no problem. You just be comfortable.
I try to focus also most on this system and not to disappear in a way. And then, like, that's, the body changes, and then I feel more inside kind of glow, and that gives a kind of relaxation.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and it's just, and oh yeah, I noticed also, oh, there's not so many, there are no thoughts. I just a space to explore, yeah, to
Hmm. Yeah.
instead of all ideas how to, yeah, yeah, yeah. So warmth inside was, yeah, and I noticed that I don't my legs, so there's tension in my legs. Yeah. And now I think because I spoke, now I, in a way, I can see more. So you can also stay more connected to my own system. Yeah.
I watched this
Hmm?
movie. I watched this movie about these Tibetans and in this very high altitude, mostly, actually, I think all women, they go there and they have these little holes in the ground that has like a little tent over, and it's covered on the back, but it's open in the front. And they sit in there for months. They have hardly anything to eat. And they have, in order to survive, they have to learn this thing where they can control their body temperature, you know, so they learn that. And they sit there because they're interested in the rainbow body, where you can, when you die, your body just becomes a rainbow, it becomes light.
Uh-huh.
They sit there for years.
In the with no food.
Very little food, yeah, very little. I mean, because it's so cold, they have yaks, and so they live off the milk of the yaks, and
Yeah.
they use the shit for cooking and for heat. That's the only source. There's no wood there. It's too high.
Oh, that's because of the glow that you.
Yeah, and so yes, that's they so totally focused on liberation. Yeah, they just want liberation this lifetime.
Mm.
They don't lay down; they just sit.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting to see different culture. That's
yeah.
Yeah. I can put the link up in the chat in the moment. I'll see if I can find it. So there's awareness, yeah. And then there's what we call our experience, which is basically nothing and everything. Yeah? And so this resting as this nothing in which everything appears, and then meeting this everything sweetly as the beloved, whatever. You know, that's the sweet spot, yeah. I love it in that documentary. They say actually, you just get quiet and the rest happens automatically. So when we stay in that sweet spot, then
So that's the welcoming of everything. Oh.
Yeah, and it's not only welcoming it, but finding a way to, finding where you can rest by it. It's even, yeah, it's like there's a way you can welcome it, but where it's still it and you or something like that, but there's a way of, yeah, enjoying or meeting it really sweetly, yeah. Meeting the moment, meeting our experience, however you want to speak it.
Caress. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. If I'm going to put that link in the thing, I need to go look for it. I'll be a couple of moments. It's like this will work. Okay. It's in the chat. The first part of the movie is this woman walking around Tibet until she gets to that valley. So it's also interesting. You see the Tibetan culture, but did it open? Did anyone try to open that link? It opened. Okay, cool. Judith.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi. how's your experience of finding the sweet spot?
It feels as a total quietness.
Yes.
It's very quiet.
Very
At the
quiet.
moment. Yeah, very quiet. Yeah. There came a thought, am I doing something wrong?
You know,
It's
that's
interesting.
just the
Mhm.
thought. You know,
Yeah.
it's like this opportunity to explore without right and wrong, without good and bad.
Yeah.
Just, you know, like it's like there's that the one on the one side that getting very, very, very quiet and the world disappears, and the other like finding that quietness, but with a full enjoying of the moment. And so, you know, it's finding moving in and out of that.
Oh,
And
that's
seeing
where you were pointing to.
Yeah, just where, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, it goes to the quietness, how beautiful. And then, okay,
Then
and get
going to the aliveness.
the aliveness, just and playing. It's just play, you know, and finding where's it sweet for your system, where it's just like, yum. It's like, this is. But it's not a question of doing it right or anything.
No, that isn't. But it is just how what comes
how
up.
the mind, what the mind does.
Yeah.
So many nuances.
So many. And always different, huh?
Mm.
What's showing. Yeah. Thank you, Isaac.
Thanks. Andrea.
Hey, Isaac. Hey, everyone.
Hi. Hi, Andrea.
After we met last, there was a very subtle trace in my system of not having heard you. And it left a little pain, like just, and I just wanted to, it felt like it's needed to share for the completion of, yeah. And on another note, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time today. I'm in a very easy flow with money, as some of you here know. And I mean, I don't have a lot, but it's super easy for me. And when I hear Swaha, I mean, as I shared with you before, I organized a fundraising campaign for my embodiment training. And it was just so easy to get 11,000 euros. And why should anybody not come to the retreat? I mean, money is there in abundance, and it's just another fake thing. So I'm not sure if I have the capacity to do another fundraising, but I know that there was a pot, and obviously the money is spent. And I just want to encourage the Sangha. I mean, we are 25 people in this room. It's 20 euro for each of us to have Swaha giving a go. So why to stop anywhere? Why? I mean, it's I mean, it's life is okay. This is me on that, and let's see. Maybe just to not. Yeah, let's see. Just to not create a bubble. Maybe people come. I can send my email in the chat, and if people feel to gather some liquid love in form of money, let me know. How about that? Okay, I do that. Thanks, Isaac.
Thank you. Bye from
there's actually a lot of, feels like a lot of layers of dis-ease and being not satisfied with the situation I'm in around this being alone, feeling not heard. And also there's, in the night I have difficulties to sleep. It's always when I'm falling asleep, there's some weird thought coming up and I'm waking up again. So I have the feeling that I don't reach the deep sleep state. So a lot of unrest in the nervous system.
Moment by moment, as we rest in here, you finding ways to explore meeting the moment beautifully.
I see that there's an attempt and some sense of that there's somewhere a silence, but it feels like, yeah, it feels like an attempt to get there, to get
So, you
somewhere.
know, so it's like this, you know, when we want to learn to ride a bicycle, at first, you know, it's not natural to us. So we keep playing until there's a moment that it happens. You're suddenly riding.
Mm.
So there's exploring, as we say, and you can feel that exploring. So, you know, exploring is, you just keep playing with it. Yeah?
There is a memory that was when we first met, and there was, yeah, completely all falling off, and then I was touched and crying for hours and hours, and somewhere there's, yeah, now there's the the wanting to get back to that, but it doesn't work. It's, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, so now we're making fine distinctions, because when we're trying to go back somewhere, we're not exploring anymore. We have an agenda. Yeah? So the interest is just playing in this moment. Oh, you know, it's like I'm saying meeting this moment, but you know, when we think opposite each other, if you just practice with what you call me, because I'm not separate in the moment. So, but you can also just like be tuned to the cosmos, yeah, and just, I mean, whatever you're, just,
Yeah, there is some activity to get somewhere else. It's really strong.
beautiful. And so that's, you know, that's the learning, that's the recognizing, and then keep playing and exploring. And how does your cellular structure respond to this kind of exploring? What do you notice in your body activity when we explore like this?
There's some flowing here.
Beautiful.
In the head, my head feels giant somehow and very heavy. There is a tinnitus in the right ear. What is there quite for a while? And there is a like a yearning for gentleness. Thank you.
Gerhard.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Gerhard.
I can't see you. Could you speak again?
Okay, yeah, sure, with pleasure. Did
Yeah.
that work?
Yeah. Beautiful.
Cool.
Thank you. I love what you said about the sweet spot. Yeah. It's like a place where love and awareness meet.
Hmm.
Mm.
Beauty. Thank you. Ja, goed. Ina.
Hello, Isaac.
Ina.
I would like to sit in silence with you.
With absolute pleasure. What do you notice when we rest together?
I can feel a deep layer of confusion was touched in my system. And it feels like this layer feels young. And like it has given a confused relating to the world. And I've there in the young part is also a sadness, but also I can see this part always used like anger and keeping distance to stay away from this confusion. And I feel that I can, for me, it feels like you are really with me, with the young part in it. And then that gives me more possibility to stay. And I feel whole because you are with me in it.
Well, beautiful. Thank you.
I don't know if you want to say something about what you experienced.
I could feel how your system was taking the information and really getting softer. It felt beautiful.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Isaac.
Thanks. Evangelia. Hi.
Hello, Isaac. Just would like to sit with you for a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have two questions.
Okay.
One is, I wonder when you are looking at somebody else, because there's this concept of me, and he's not looking at me, he's looking at somebody else. I still can get into this state of love, but not so intense as if you're looking at me. And I'm wondering, is this only because I have all this concept in my head about me and the other one, or is there actually on the level of this material world current flowing?
It's a good question. It's to me, when there's a resting with, and there's two nervous systems involved, it's a dance, so that every little movement that gets noticed and it's registered that it's felt and seen. It's different than when you're just in the field and you're sensing that quality of presence, but it's not directly tracking every little movement that happens in your nervous system. So there's a difference there. And
That's enough.
yeah.
Thank you. I do have another question.
Sure.
I'm doing an experiment at the moment, and which is like, you know, this reality and then the dream and the myths and the fairy tales. You normally put them in two different shelves, and like I'm tearing this border away, which I cannot share with everybody. And I'm very happy about it. Like, you know, I love the ocean, and I would say I'm a mermaid when I'm in the ocean. And but I'm not only a mermaid, but I do feel like a mermaid. And I just want to say, do you think this is like an escape from reality? Or is this a healthy way? Because like I do receive the world differently since I do that. I see different things, but I don't know if this is like some escape from reality.
You know, it's a very big question, because we perceive this moment through the senses, and so this moment is a sensation. And that sensation we can never describe because it's changing too quickly. And it's, but it's not important to describe it even. What's more significant is the quality of attention that meets that sensation. Usually the sensation is always interpreted through our conditioning and our trauma load, you could say, all the trauma. And so we end up with a perception that we think is the world, but it actually has nothing to do with it. It's a waking dream. It's not, because it's always an interpretation, you know. And in that interpretation, that sense of me that's separate to the perception and separate to the world arises. So that's a, you know, it's like it's not real, you could say. It's so it's deeper than that. you could say not knowing,
Yeah.
and a deep resting as in that not knowing, not needing to know even, it's just like, but mostly interested in meeting the sensations, the sensation, the tapestry of sensations sweetly, just.
Yeah. But as you described, how you're looking at somebody and there's this current and all the details of movements are being received by the other person, the same, like if I have for the ocean, the definition is just water and it's polluted and that's it. I want sense this other dimension.
Mm-hmm.
So there is like a, even if there is no me, there is like a difference. Like I would sense it different. I think I'm sensing it differently because I don't put it in just water.
Yeah. Yeah, so many subtleties there, for sure. And it does change the felt sense of it.
Lots of brainy questions, but I loved them. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love you. I love the whole Sangha.
Thank you. Uja. Hi, Uja.
Sorry. Instead of the mouse, I put my finger. But I want to sit quiet, share the gratefulness, just if this is it, the gratefulness, maybe more beyond sensations. In nothing is everything. That is from the movie. You said something about a movie. Nothing is everything. Can speak a lot about it, but silence in it. To receive it, to recognize it. It is like a gift. You said this in the beginning. It felt, yeah. Drink a coffee and say hello. Oh.
Ja, Isaac.
Hi, Selena.
I just watched the thoughts that said, I can't just enter the meeting and right away meet you, but not true. Mm. It's really like if I believe in thoughts and feelings, nothing is ever okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Yvonne.
Thank you, Isaac.
Mm. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you, Bas, for hosting. Love, peace, beauty. Ciao for now.